Do you think you can learn to see opportunity? I mean, those that they don't know what their passion is. They don't. How did you know, or how does one find that out?
Yeah, passion's a funny thing. I think passion is obviously the most important, and when you find it, and so many young people say, including my own kids, you know, when am I going to know? You know, and I think today we expect people to know a lot quicker. You know, some people are in their 40s before they know. And also, you can change careers now. You can be a lawyer in your 30s and maybe be an artist in your 50s. You know, it's no big deal. It was horrendous for my parents' age group to change jobs every 30 years. But I think, you know, I think to see that challenge is just kind of opening your eyes. I mean, what happened to me is I was a model. I know, hard to believe, throwing really. And I was doing a commercial in Amsterdam, and I was probably about 19 or 20. And I didn't really like modeling. I wasn't particularly good at it. You know, it didn't excite me, but, you know, it was cool. And I got to travel a lot, which I loved. And I was working on this commercial, and I've told this story many times. And there was a really old woman. She was about 25. And she was walking around, and she had a yellow clipboard. And she was shouting at people, I want you over here, I want you over there, turn those lights. You know, I was, one day I want a yellow clipboard. I would love to be her. You know, I want to be bossy. I want to be in charge. I want to, you know. And I, you know, had the courage and walked up to her, and I was a nobody, and said, you know, how do I be you? You know, how do I work in television and film and media or whatever she did? And she said, well, you need to hang around the pubs where the TV people did. And I did, and an internship, you know, after a while, and got into the BBC. But it was that I knew I wanted to be this. I mean, you know, you're on a set here, and you know, it's young and it's fresh and it's obviously small budget and everything, but that's where you start. And you know, I want to be the girl with the headphones on, and you know, it's like, and that's what excited me. And I knew. So it's not like I said, okay, by the time I'm 50, I want to have made X amount of million. It's just, okay, how do I get? And that's what excited me. And the day I walked into the BBC actually was one of the most emotional days of my life. The BBC is a massive, massive building. It's a village in England, in London. And there's huge gates, and I'd never even been through gates before, and was starting my internship. And as I got into reception, I started to shake, and I knew I'd arrived. My job was sweeping the floors, but I knew I had arrived, and my heart felt like, I can feel it now, felt like it was going to explode. So you know what I did? I went out and I came in again, because I thought, I'll never feel as good as this, I'll do it twice. So, you know, I knew it was right. And to this day, I love walking into TV companies. I love pitching. I love being in that environment, you know, of ideas and new things, because it's a fast-paced industry. And so decorating, yeah, fine, it's a cushion, you know, but creating something like having a baby, you create it from scratch. You pitch it, you develop it, you raise the money, and then you go on air. And then nobody watches. It fails. But then you do another one, you know?
move on.
Yeah, you move on.